Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Usukhbayar. Today we're looking at what are you here to do at the current stage. This reading is meant to connect to your higher self, your spirit guide, oneness, whatever you call it. The message should be in alignment with your higher purpose or soul calling. This reading focuses on the current stage of your life. This could be anything. For some piles, I already got some channel message. It's for whatever that comes through. It's what you need to hear for the highest of the good, not what you want to hear. The intention is to help you confirm your intuition, discover the answers that's already in you, your mind, body, and spirit. Or you can say conscious or subconscious mind. We have 7 piles today. You could either choose by deck or crystal. Pile 1. Green agate. Green agate. Pile 2. I'm not sure about this. Let's call it pink wand. Pink wand. Pile 3. Clear quartz. Clear quartz. Pile 4. This is clear quartz wand. I believe it qualifies for life path. Let's call it clear quartz wand. Pile 5. Opalite. Opalite. Pile 6. Smoky quartz wand. Smoky quartz wand. Pile 7. Pink quartz. Pink quartz. I would suggest, before choosing, do a short meditation or breathing exercise, or whatever you do to connect to your guide, or just simply to calm your mind. Pick what drowns to you. You could be drawn to multiple piles. Please be mindful, this is a general reading. Use your own discernment. Take what's resonate for you. If you find the pile you chose doesn't resonate with your energy, that means it's not the pile for you. Pick another pile. Again, try to calm your mind when picking the pile. Let your intuition guide you to the right pile. The timestamp is down below in the description box. If you need time to choose, feel free to pause the video. Alright, let's begin. Hi pile 1. If you chose this green agate, this is your reading. Welcome. I already shuffled the cards. I realized people usually skip the shuffling. So going forward, I'm going to leave it out to save some time. For this pile, it's a spiritual pile. Some of you might identify yourself as a, by the way, I think I got a confirmation back then. You might identify yourself as a witch, or you're someone who practice magic. More specifically, I see some of you might resonate with being a green witch. Some of you might really into herb. Some people call it herbalist, like making herb portions, or could be you're just really into the herb. Doesn't have to be like herbal medicine. Could be just drinking tea or using herb as like a bath or cologne, perfume. Also, it could simply because you're a vegan. That's the energy I'm seeing here for some of you. And for some of you, you might resonate with being a star seed. I do see it here. There is some cosmic knowledge you recently gained. Not for all of you, but some of you, I'm sure that there was some magic or some spell work or energy work involved here. For some of you, you might work with practitioner, but the main energy I see here is from you. For most of you, if you didn't do any spell work, it's more about your thoughts and emotion here. What I feel here is a binding, is a more like a love spell. And I will talk in detail, but so far I'm getting it's for bind other person in a romantic relationship. It's more about letting them loyal to you. Also, there's a heavy sexual energy here, especially here. I kind of feel like this is not just from you and also in your environment, like the people that you're with. There's like a strong sexual cord here, and it involves multiple people. And I think you know it. It could be recently, but I feel like you know it. If there's not energy work from your side, I feel like most of you, it's your thoughts, your mind, and your emotion. There's some unhealthy emotion here, but I really feel like this is triggered. The shadow side is brought by this relationship or like this the people that you're dealing with or the environment that you're dealing with. So far I'm really getting a lot of scenarios. I'm really picking up a combination of jealousy, but I really think it's triggered or it's accompanied by an insecurity. There's a nervous here, doubt, and I really feel like my heart is racing. It's just this anxiety. It definitely pick up insecurity and very nervous energy here. I can feel it in my arms. It's really giving me that nervous, like it's like it kind of like shaking or like, and also there's a tightness. I feel the tightness in my chest. And also when I was shuffling your cards, there's a stiffness in the cards that I notice. Yes, some of you are very nervous. I'm not sure what it is. For some of you, it could even be like panic attack. But yeah, that's what I channeled. Of course, there's a wide range. Like energy is on a spectrum. It doesn't have to be that extreme. Just take what's resonate for you. But yeah, there's a shift in the energy here. And I want you to know that no matter if you did any like energy work, spell work, or like it's your thoughts, I don't feel like the universe or your higher self, whatever you call it, your spirit guide, I don't feel there's like blame or like shame on your behavior. For most of you, this is in the past. But still, this is in your energy field. There's still impact. But I want you to know I don't feel there's any shame. From a higher perspective, it's more like a teaching and learning. It's a process. Oh my god, I can't stop from shaking. Okay. Okay. I feel like no need to worry about the past. Mostly like take a deep breath and focus on the moment, focus on right now. You have gained some insight from this past experience. Just have to say, like, there's a cosmic energy here. It's more like you uncovered the cosmic memory, and it might even from like the ancestral line. Yeah, there's a heavy focus on learning, like gained insight and learning from the past before moving forward, especially from this Kavrusar, if I'm saying it right. Sorry if I don't. And there's something about the third eye. If you see the Urzuli, you can see the third eye here. And from Urzuli, I picked up this sexual energy. It becomes jealousy. That's what I pick it up. And when I say there's a change in the energy, this is from this animal energy here. There's something about healing and learning the spiritual lesson from the animal. I'm picking up like it help you tap into the frequency of love and release some uncomfortable energy like jealousy. It could be even like anger, or even like try to get even with someone who hurt you. And it's interesting, like there are different animals, right? It's talking about like the diversity of life. But there is a let go of jealousy. It's like a dog can never fly like a bird because they're just different species. It's uncomparable. Same thing, like a bunny is cute. Here I see a bunny. A bunny is cute. A cat is also cute, but they're different cute. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but yeah. But you know what I'm saying. You know, I also feel this, like, do you have issues speaking up for yourself? Cuz I just I just feel so nervous every time I speak up. And yeah, I got a confirmation. I think some of you definitely have that issue. And I do pick up like some of you are pretty young, just start your life, out of college, and you're not really sure where to go. What do you want to do with your life? Before I move on, I just want to make sure I covered all of this in detail. The Osupa, it's the moon. So here I'm picking up a strong feminine energy. Like I said beginning, I feel there were some energy work. If it's not energy work, it's giving me a codependency, or like the idea from your thoughts, your emotion. This is more about like wanting them to be loyal to you, wanting them to commit to you and only you. I don't know, I just pick up this energy that like whatever that you did, you could like even just wish to a star or just wish to like, talk to the moon. But basically, there's a repeatedly thoughts or strong emotion that create this kind of like energy of binding. I just feel like most of you, you're not really aware of it. Some of you, like, what you're doing, but most of you, I don't feel like you know what you're doing. But it's more like your emotion is just too strong, too intense, that it form a kind of like a negative pull. It's similar to a contract that you're not even aware of that chain you, both of you up. One of the manifest of this process that I was just saying, it's like you could feel like this so toxic. And what I'm seeing here is like really toxic and very sexual. The thing about sexual energy is that it could either go very high polarity or it can go very low polarity. And here I'm picking up is on the lower polarity here. It becomes a chain. That just forms a illusion. I mean, there could be addiction involved, substance use involved, but mainly I'm seeing here there were illusions in this relationship, and I think you knew it because the change in this energy from the left to the right is that you have gained some insight, and it's from the higher realm. And this energy is, it just interesting, is like grounded from this animal energy here. And we have the earthworm. I feel like you're starting from a grounded aspect from the earth, from the physical body, and there's a connection to the higher realm. Like I said at the beginning, I'm picking up starseed, something to do with the cosmic. So it just reminds me of like the cosmic memory. Maybe you recalled some cosmic memory, and this could manifest in like intuition download, signs. And from this emoji here, she's a mermaid, and it's giving me you have cleansed, at least like you try to cleanse this energy off, and you're going forward. This Carusa, I feel like it's based on the Chariot card to move forward. And if you think about the Chariot, it's a transition from the water to the dry land. And think about it, like that's the crab, that's the Cancer energy. And here, Moon rules Cancer. So you could be Cancer. And here we have, so this is the Devil card in Rider-Waite deck. And the Devil card is talking about the Capricorn. You could be dealing with Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. It's just the energy that I see here. This is giving me Sagittarius with the arrow. The interesting part about the Oshusi is that I don't know why my voice is even shaking. Oh my god. Sorry. All right. He is shooting an arrow to the cosmic, and here we have starseed. That's more, to me, is giving me a confirmation that he is channeling between the earth and the universe, or you can say like the cosmic, the astral world. And at the bottom of the deck we have hermetic. You might want to cleanse your aura, or for most of you, I feel like you want to keep cleansing. I think you already did some of the work and trying to cut the cord. I feel like previously the sexual energy here, there's some sexual cords here. Yeah, I see. The goal is to set yourself free, and the goal is for you to channel love energy. Previously, you were chained by lust, by, could be like addiction, could be codependency, a karmic relationship, whatever you call it. The purpose, the goal is to free yourself, for you to have complete control, to take the autonomy for your life, for you to be on your path, be alignment with yourself, there's a need to cleanse and also to channel the energy of love and compassion. But yeah, and also it just here, I feel like you're gifted, or there's some knowledge from your ancestors. I feel there's a strong ancestral line, some strong ancestor here. Especially here, we have the ancestral light and flint in reverse. The flint in reverse talking about there's a blockage for you to connect, and the ancestral light is talking about the knowledge from the ancestor, basically, like what I said before. And it's just giving me like, I don't know why it's really specific. Like I see it's the cosmic knowledge. It's from the astral. And when the astral came to Earth, I think that's what this ancestral light was talking about. Is like it when astral come to the Earth, in order for the energy to exist in 3D realm, in the physical body, there is some like memory that is I don't want to say hidden, but it's just like there's a need to recall it. And I do feel like there's something that is related to this energy here. It's kind of like this image here in the lower polarity, because you see like the shadow self, but also you see the light. Because think about it, like without the light, there would not be shadow. I feel like the energy in the past is more like the moon is having kind of like a hard aspect compared to the sun. And here it says your commitment is being tested. It's the first quarter moon. The first quarter moon is talking about the moon and sun have a hard aspect. And that is why there are some challenges. It's interesting. Like, I think the good thing is that from this gratitude, I'm just getting a channeling message that for some of you, you know that you're blessed. It could be from your connection with ancestor, or I don't want to say you feel lucky. It's more like you have been through worse and you came out of it. Maybe in the past there was something you did, or your reaction, or your emotion that you had you were not proud of. But I just heard like from whatever happened in the past, whatever you did in the past, you know now that you can do better, or like you're better than that. There is some blessing here. That's what I'm picking up. So moving on to here, this is giving me a background of your story here. This is not like what are you here to do at a current stage. This is more giving me what you have dealt with in the past, the environment, people in the past. For some of you, you could still have some cords attached. I have to say, this is messy. This involves at least third party, at least. I actually see multiple. And for some of you, I can still feel like you're not completely out of this yet. But I think you came to realization that this is beyond your control, this person or even this situation. And I feel like with the Seven of Swords in reversed here, maybe it's because for some of you, you reasonably know this, that they're not being faithful, they're cheating. I know what I'm seeing here. This is a lot of sexual energy, a lot of feminine energy involved. Could literally just be multiple women. They're not just operating on this Ace of Wands or King of Wands energy. I just have to be honest. Like, they want everything. They want it all. They want people with status, money, fame. You could be this Nine of Pentacles energy, or it could be someone else. But I see that they just have a lot of faces. You know, Ethan is a shapeshifter. I just feel like they have different strategy for different people. Like in front of this Nine of Pentacles energy, who is very stable, who is self-sustained, and they pretend to be this Knight of Pentacles, their approach, someone who is slow, someone who is steady. I see like they are pursuing them. And this person could even be like, you know, influencer or just straight up famous. But I do feel like they want to get something. You know, it's not just sex. I feel like they want to get something out of it. And here, Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups, they also cannot get rid of, or I don't want to say get rid of, like there's some cords attached with their ex. You could be their ex, or this could be other people. They just can't get over it. There could be even some back and forth with their ex. There's Three of Cups and the Three of Wands, and we have the Three of Pentacles. It's just giving me that they want it all. And plus, here we have Ace of Wands, the High Priestess, and King of Wands. This is just giving me they also having just casual sex with, they're just operating on lust. So there, for some of you, there could be more people involved because the High Priestess is kind of like the secretive, and you could be the person on the side, or this could be someone else. This is giving me like a habitual liar, a serial cheater. And again, my reading is to confirm your intuition. You already know this. Like I said, this is a background of your story, your energy, your situation. You should already know this. If this has never crossed your mind, you never know this, that this is not your pile. Go back and pick another pile, because my reading is never meant to promote fear, to make you paranoid. It is a confirmation to your intuition. It is something you already know that is in your mind, body, and spirit. So please keep that in mind. Whatever that is in the past, I think a good thing is that you already know who they really are. It is not something you can control. It's not something you can change, because that's just who they are. And seeing what they have put you through, I understand that this brings out the worst of you, because you feel like it's a competition. They put you into competition. When they involve other people, I just think it's so ridiculous to, or to say illogical, to blame you for acting, for being angry, for being upset, for even being jealous, because they bring other people into this one-on-one relationship. They involved you with other people. I don't like that, because who knows what kind of energy they're sexually courted with. And for you to court with them, they're acting like a portal to connect your energy with them and indirectly with other people. With the Seven of Swords energy in reverse being here, the image is very interesting. It's very different from the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. I would say like from most decks. I think this is pretty unique. It's just giving me, for some of you, they're exposed. Who they really are were exposed to you. And it's related to even being blackmailed or being threatened. Just for some of you. I really hope this is not for all of you, you know. Oh my god, what kind of energy is this? But yeah, I mean, some people just have to be weird. I just channel the message. I feel like some of you, you want to hear this. They are not guilty. They tell the truth, or the truth has been exposed to you. It's not because they're guilty. With it being reversed, they have to. They're forced to. It's definitely not from an act of their guilt. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it here. Let me see what's more. So here we have sweetness, and this is isolation. This is telling me that do not be afraid to leave this behind, to free yourself. This sweetness is just giving me love bomb. They were love bombing you. They're willing to say whatever you want to hear. It's just sugar coated on the outside, but the inside we already know from this energy. Like, I just feel like you don't want to go back. You know, there are songs about I like when I'm being with you because I feel I'm a better person. I like myself when I'm being with you, something like that. And what I'm seeing here, this is the opposite. They brought out the worst of you. And I feel like you don't want to go back to that because you are and you can be better. That's just a past phase. And just learn the lesson and move on and free yourself from this chain, from this illusion, and from this third party, fourth party situation. Because they have a lot of cords with different people. But yeah, that's the sweetness I got here. This love is cocaine. Sugar is like cocaine, addictive. And this isolation, this one dot, don't be afraid to isolate yourself from this connection, this energy here. Follow your heart. You know what is best for you. They do not know. They do not care. They only care about themselves if they have involved you with other people. Don't listen to what they have to say about you. Don't let this illusion get you. You are the most reliable person for yourself, and this is your life. You have the full autonomy to control the direction of your life. Only you can free yourself. And don't forget, you are guided. There is blessing. And all you need to do is the gratitude. I know this is definitely not ideal for you, but at least it shows you who they really are. You're no longer in the dark. And most importantly, you still have yourself. You haven't lose yourself yet. Maybe in the past, but by following the guidance, golden version of you, you have find yourself. It's giving me like at least you know that who you're not. At least you know what behaviors, what pattern to avoid in the future. At least you have not completely lost yourself to the devil here. Like the RW, the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, the chain is loose. You can walk away anytime. But why people still there? I think a big part is because of the illusion. And the devil know how to manipulate people. The devil knows psychology. The devil know that how to bring out people's the shadow side, how to bring out the insecurity and to keep them around, especially in this multi people relationship. They know how to breadcrumb them. They know how to sugar coated things. They know how to love bomb people. They know how to keep people chained, not letting them going away. Like I said before, because they want it all. And that is never your problem. It becomes your problem when you keep yourself in this situation, in this energy. It becomes a problem. You keep entertaining them. Their need. No, it's not their need, their wants at the expense of yourself. That is not freedom. And I just feel like if you resonate with being a starseed, I don't feel like you like to be tied up. Yeah, I'm getting this confirmation. I feel like you're not born to be tied up, to be chained up. For some of you, you might already like, I don't know if you ever crossed a mind that like the earth is, or being in this physical body is kind of restraining you. You don't feel there's like a urge to be freed. And yeah, this relationship is not helping it. The purpose of this situation that they put you in is to chain you up. And that is not your purpose. What are you here to do at the current stage? You're here to free yourself. You're here to free your spirit, your body, your mind, and have complete autonomy of yourself to any direction that you feel is right for you. And please channel the energy of love and compassion. Like I said at the beginning, your spirit guide, the universe, whatever you call it, they are not blaming you. They are not victim blaming you for whatever you chose or whatever you did in the past. There's no shaming. It is a way for the universe to teach you the lesson and for you to learn. It's for the greatest of the good, to help you be alignment with your own path. This is just the beginning. Just like the earthworm, it's like the very start. We all been through a stage of, doubting ourselves, doubting that if we are capable, we have all these powers in us, doubting if we're on the right path or if we did the right thing. I feel is common for people. Well, at least for myself, I think it's common. I've been there before. But just you are powerful. You have a knowledge, blessing that has been passing down through ancestral line, through the astral realm. And I think the last one I haven't talked about is this is the new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. Virgo, it focuses on action, a detailed plan, follow through that detailed plan. This is telling me it's a time to move, to act, to create things for yourself. Instead of sitting in doubt, be grateful of what you have. Be grateful of your journey, what you have dealt with, what you have been through. Like I said, you're here to free yourself and to take complete control of your life. This is giving me the main character energy. At the current stage, it's time for you to shine, for you to be the main character. Alright, Pal 1. I think that's all I have for you. If you find this helpful, please give it a thumb up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribe. I will see you in my next reading. Bye. Hi, Pal 2. If you chose this pink wand, this is a reading. Welcome. So, I have shuffled all the cards. As I noticed, most people skip the shuffling part. So going forward, I'm going to skip it to save some time. Alright. So today we're looking at what are you here to do at current stage. As I said at the beginning, I am channeling your higher self, your spirit guide, whatever that you call it. So let me see. We have 5 of Wands, the Sun, the Star, 8 of Wands, 9 of Cups, 3 of Wands, King of Cups, Queen of Wands. This is giving me career, a focus on career at a current stage. And there is a shift in your focus. I will mention it later. But this energy, I can tell like from the 5 of Wands, it's pretty competitive. And from the 9 of Cups, it's telling me 2 things. There could be a lot of, don't want to say illusion, but I just feel like whatever that you have to deal with in your career or in your business, that's what I'm channeling. It's full of, I don't even want to say tricks, but it's just like people who pretend to be on your side, but they have their own, they have their like outer motive. Because I remember the story, is that he pretended to be a she, or she pretended to be a he, something like that. I hear wolf in sheep clothing. That's for some of you. But mainly it's trying to tell me that you're the one who's going to win. You're the one who's going to stand out. You're the one who's going to have the last laugh. 9 of Cups, it talks about a dream come true, and we have the sun here. The 3 of Wands is telling me for some of you is like climbing up the ladder, the career ladder. in a big corporation. This is what's giving me the energy here. And for some of you, like I said before, this is you're starting a business. I don't want to jump to it, but I think these are related. These give me some specific clue, but I will talk about later. I also feel like some of you, this is more like a creative project that you're taking a lead, you're leading on. So far, it's giving me three type of career energy here. Business owner, working at least I would say like in a decent size or big size, like a corporation. And third is giving me content creator, something involved with art, I would say, like creation, creative ideas. And I just have to say, like, the energy I'm getting here is, I would say you're pretty psychic. Let me see. So, Queen of Wands here. We have two Queen of Wands showing up. And we have, I think, yeah, Queen of Cups showing up twice and Queen of Pentacles. That's the equivalent. Queen of Coins is the equivalent of Queen of Pentacles. Definitely a feminine energy. Doesn't mean you have to be female, but you really could. But there's a strong feminine energy here. And with the Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups, it's not just you're psychic. And I feel like for some of you, you're pretty good at telepathical communication. At least you had that experience before. And it's one of your soul tie or a spiritual connection here. It could be a close friend. It could be like more like a childhood friend, or it could be a family, very close family member. And this could even be a past relationship, like a romantic relationship. For some of you, take what's resonate for you. The Queen of Wands being here, I feel like some of you, you might feel that. You might already know that you are good with manifestation. Not saying like it's easy. And if you're a business owner, especially with this moon in Cancer and we have the Queen of Wands, I feel like you have a good intuition of the market, of the business. I think that's the best I can put it. Like, you know which direction to go when it comes to business decision. For some of you, this Queen of Wands, it could represent other person's energy that is supporting you or that is helping you. This could either be your energy or someone else's energy. But that person is pretty dominant in your career for some of you. But I feel like for most of you, this is your energy. And I just gotta say, it's pretty impressive because I see there's a transformation here. And yeah, there's like some heartbroken, like I will talk about it later. But there's some event that happened in the past caused you to transform or caused you to grow, and this pace is just so fast from a Page of Wands to a Queen of Wands. If this is your energy, then it's really impressive, like the speed, like the intensity of change and how fast you become this Queen of Wands. Here we have the Eight of Wands, and it's kind of like similar energy for me, these two. This Eight of Wands is talking about the intensity and the speed. for you to tap into your Queen of Wands energy, business owner, business savvy, this energy, and manifest thing into real life with the sun and happy ending. That could really means your business already seeing your manifestation come true. Well, at least partially. This is because your decision, your very good intuition. That's impressive. 100%. So here we have the star, and below we have the King of Cups. I asked for explanation for the star, and I have Knight of Coins and a Queen of Swords. So far, we have 3 court cards here under the star. And I further asked about the Knight of Coins and the Queen of Swords. The energy I got, these are 2 opposing energy. So basically, there were 2 camps about you. And this King of Cups could be a third person, or this King of Cups could have both energies and they're opposing to each other. Why I say that? Because I asked for King of Cups and I have 2 of Coins. Now that's holding the 2 opposing energy. This is giving me either like a big boss who has the final say to your, let's say, like promotion, bonus, or even like your career in the future. By the way, I just channeled that some of you're looking for like a fast promotion, a fast track. And if you're a business owner, this is giving me the biggest or one of the investor. It's similar to like the angel investing. Wait, is that called angel investor? Something like that. Basically, like they are very important to your business. Their perspective is really like from like a boss perspective or like an investor perspective, because they see you whatever like these 2 camps energy are. I will talk in detail, but they see you as the star. That is hope. And this story, the King of Cups story, is based on a Chinese folklore. I don't know, what do you call that in English? Basically, it's like a glowing stone. It's like a treasure. And the dragon, he valued this treasure very, very much. It's kind of the same idea. If this is an investor, they see your business as a shooting star, like what people call it in business term, unicorn. I think that's what I call it. Basically, they see you and your business as a golden opportunity. You and your business have a chance to go big, have a lot of potential to grow, to yield them a great return. That's what this energy is telling me. And if this is a corporation, you're an employee, they see you as what is that called? The star of the staff? Something like that. Basically, they see you as an employee who has a lot of potential, who has a lot to offer to this company. If this is a creative project, you're definitely the star of the show. Basically, they see your shine and trust you because they see the star quality in you. And it does not have to be so literal. It could be you make good music, you make good beat, and it's an integral part of the project. One of the example could be like producer or like editor. You don't have to be the face, but you're definitely the idea behind it. All right, let's take a deeper look at the 2 camps here. So in the past, there were 2 camps. Why I say in the past? Because this Knight of Coins energy, I asked for explanation, and we have Knight of Swords in reverse, Justice, and Page of Swords. It's telling me there's a change in this person, in their mind about you, and they realize that their previous thought, the previous idea about you were not unfair. That is not the truth. It is more, to me, it is more a projection of their own fear. It's from a place of their own insecurity, of their own basically like shadow shadow side that they were operating on, their thoughts about you drastically changed with this Page of Swords here. This page is the energy of change, and swords is also about the mind, and it's also about change because it's air energy. So it's basically double change. There's definitely something that changed their mind about you. Something happened there. When I asked about the Queen of Swords energy, I have the Lover, Ace of Coins, and Strength. This is another camp. Queen of Swords is someone who is very just. Doesn't have to be female, could really be though, and it seems like they're on your side. But this is under the condition that these are all separate people. So there are at least like 3 people here. And there is a possibility that the King of Cups, your boss or the investor, they could hold opposing thoughts about you. So basically like doubt. They have their own doubts about you. And on the other side, they see the potential in you. This Queen of Swords energy, we have the Lover here. And in fact, we have the Lover showing up twice. And for some of you, 6 is dominant here. And also 3. 3 is talking about expansion. I feel like that represents your energy, a state of expansion here. But anyway, let me go back. That's just some channeling thoughts. They have chose a side. The Lover is talking about a choice. And in here, I feel like it's also a partnership. It's more giving me the business side. It's related to the career. This is what's giving me, especially with this Ace of Coins. And with the Strength here, I feel like they believe in you. Whatever the rumors or whatever other people say, they believe you and firmly believe their choice and believe the truth that they're seeing about you. And they got you back. It's not because they want something to gain from you, they want to profit from you. It's simply because that's the truth. I honestly, I really love this energy. Oh, that's some great person to have, you know? And I feel like people like this is like one door, 2 sides. Their reaction really depends on who you really are. Let's say like if you are very good friends, they always have you back. It's not because the bond you used to have or you currently have. It's because who you really are. If you're acting truthfully, if you're being real, they are your rock. They got your back. But if you're acting on your shadow side or a deceitful way, no matter how good you are before, they only stand for the truth and they are going even like cut you off. Basically, they care truth and they live to truth. They surround themselves with real people and they're really good at detecting lies. Yeah, I really like this energy. Maybe it's because I have a heavy placement in Libra. But anyways, let's take a look at here. So this is giving me a specific story. Probably not gonna resonate with all of you, but this is telling me that you left someone behind, and this connection is spiritual. Something that is spiritually attached between you and this person. And you might able to telepathically communicate with them, with this person. And basically, like, you leave the emotion behind. And at this current stage, you're focusing on the coin, on the stability, on your career. For some of you, this is about a breakup. And this has transformed you. That's interesting, you know, because I honestly, I don't understand why this is always connected. There's always a twist. Like, sometimes I don't understand like why these things, you know, like your own career path. Sometimes it has things to do with love, like a heartbreak. I guess that's how it works for some of you. Once you let go of the fear once you choose to forgive yourself and other people in the past, your road is cleared. Now I kind of understand there's a thing called roll opener. Kind of feel like for some of you, this Three of Swords and we have the Hangman in reverse. It's telling me this is in the past, you used to stuck in this connection, in this Three of Swords energy here. Especially like this image here. We have a lot of cords attached. So basically it's like when you stuck in this Three of Swords energy, it's not just the pain, but it's more about you tied yourself up or like you trapped yourself by not letting it go. That is in the past. I see like we have death here and rebirth. I think this is probably like the only deck I've seen so far that have death and rebirth here. And yeah, I feel like this is talking about a complete transformation. And this is going to be specific. If this transformation started with someone broke your heart, it's related to like a love interest. It's telling me that this is pointing at the King of Cups here. Someone who has deep emotion for you still. If this is love, this is an ex, or just someone you used to know, someone you left behind. Did this same energy apply to this scenario? They realized they were projecting their own insecurity on you. Basically, they realized they were wrong about you. There's a part of them they want to come back and make a solid offer with you. But just looking at this energy, I think you moved on. You put these cups in the past. You leave it in the past. If this is love, this is a strong connection, a very spiritual connection. There could be a lot of scenarios here. It could be even like family, close friends, childhood friends. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. It's echoing here that there's a transformation starting from the Queen of Cups and now you're this Queen of Pentacles. The difference between these two energies, now you're focused on your own stability. You no longer let yourself drowning in emotion anymore. If this is related to the Three of Swords here, you no longer live in the pain anymore. Now you're this fearless energy, this Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. You know your worth. You also know that no one can bring you the stability, the happiness that yourself can give it to you. I think at the current stage, you chose yourself and you know where you're going. It's really giving me a very beautiful energy. You let go of your fear and you choose to forgive. That is how your road is opened from a place of genuine love, a genuine love for yourself. And a part of you is this fearless energy, the Queen of Wands. This is a part of you. You have everything in you. That's really amazing. Like in this reading, we have the Wands, the Cups, the Pentacles. These three queens showed up twice. And the queen in the Tree of Life sphere, it represents Binar. And that is number 3. Like what I said before, 3 is really important to you. You could be life path 3. By the way, financial discipline jump out this one when I was shuffling the card. I usually won't take it, but this time my intuition tell me that this is for some of you out there. Just looking at this Queen of Pentacles, for some of you, this is a confirmation that you're doing a really good job in your finance and how you manage your finance. If you're a business owner, I just feel like there is, I don't want to say like warning, but there is a reminder from your angel, your spirit guide. whatever you call it, there is an emphasis on managing your finance. You might want to have a concrete plan, either like investing plan, or if you're a business owner, you want to watch out the cost and yield benefit, basically. Just make sure that you're not overspending. And I just feel like it's a friendly reminder. It's not something you need to worry about. And this is something that you can control by planning, by wealth management. All right. And the last, I think I talk about it, but basically, like, this is a confirmation that you're psychic. You have good vision. And also, you have good idea, creative idea. For the moon in Cancer, people who are in moon Cancer, they have really good business intuition. They made a good business decision. And Sun in Pisces, this is like Pisces is more about like, serving other people, pleasing other people, right? And this is a confirmation for the corporate ladder here. That you're in a corporation and there's like a service you do to other people, or it's more like a team player, or you're doing some service to your customers or your clients. And Sun in Pisces, this is talking about like a fulfillment. You find achievement in your work. It's very good. Some of you, if you're looking for a promotion or like a bonus, I see this being here. I feel like you will get it. And this is Sun in Aquarius. If you are a content creator, or like you're doing a creative project, art in general, there is a focus on humanitarian concern. And if you're looking at this image here, there's an angel that's pulling water, that's helping what looks like a plant to grow, and the water is flowing. This is more telling me you have your muse and you will have a lot of great ideas coming from there. These are going to be very specific. It's not going to resonate for all of you. I forgot this. We have Ideocean. One last card. Well, I think this is orange, but apparently this is pink. But this is another confirmation to these to this idealism. This is talking about like original ideas, and this is also giving me an expansion. Basically, it's a time of expansion. Be prepared and always remember to live in the energy of love. Most importantly, to nurture yourself. And this happy ending is yours. All right, pal, too. I really, really like your energy. Thank you for letting me be a reader. If you like this video, please give it a thumb up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribe. I will see you soon. Bye. Hi, pal 3. If you chose this clear quartz, this is your reading. Welcome. So I've already shuffled a card. As I noticed, people usually skip the shuffling. So going forward, I'm gonna skip it to save some time. Alright, about 3. I just have to say, I could be totally wrong, but just my personal feeling. I feel like I'm channeling to your spirit guide here. I feel like your spirit guide is very specific in terms of the procedure. I don't know how to describe it. It's like when I shuffle the cards, I need to cut in a certain way. It actually took me a few tries just to shuffle the cards. And there are a few requests that I've channeled. First is that I keep hearing, instead of asking what, asking why. I feel your guide want me to ask, why are you here at the current stage? Especially these oracle cards is pretty specific. The blue one, the piece, is why, and what is where I got relationship and forgiveness. Same thing here. Why and what. I need to look into this in the reading later. There's definitely something about why you're here. So that is the first request. I think the second request is at the end, I will shuffle the star seed oracle cards. All right, let me get into your reading. Oh, another thing, I feel like for some of you, you might be clairaudient because I can really feel it in my ear. All right, let me see what you got here. We have the Hangman, Queen of Cups, Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, Two of Wands. That is the first row here. The artwork on this deck is really, really nice. I feel like there is a need for you to look at things in a different perspective. Just reading these energies, I feel like you might came from or you might drown to my last video. The topic is the truth about you. It serves more like a reality check. I feel like in some of you, there might be a message there for you. Is there someone in the past? I feel like for some of you here, someone in the past chose a different direction. And this other person's action, the energy here is just very general. Like they could choose other direction. They could prioritize other people over you, or they chose other people over you. Something like that. Make you feel even like a sense of betrayal here. And yeah, it brings heartbreak. I feel like this energy is in the past. And for some of you, there's still like you're still kind of like living in the past or kind of like drowning yourself in the emotion here. It is more giving me like what happened already happened, but you're still torturing yourself by revisiting that place or what happened in the past. And I feel like your spirit guide really want you to think, why do you think it's your fault? Like why? And I really feel like this is more like a spirit guide is pointing at this higher place, and this image, this person here is not looking up. The person here is really focused on the blueprint. Could be like previous expectation of yours. But the first row is more like things didn't go well as you planned it. Something happened that make you feel disappointed. It didn't go with your plan, your expectation. And the second row here, if you look at those Four of Cups, it's a similar idea. They're like angels or like fairies from the higher realm. And here, she is not looking up. She keep dwelling on what's in front of her. I feel like she's contemplating. It's more giving me like reminiscing about the past. It's giving me a Chinese phrase. There's a saying that the water already spilled. It's hard to bring it back to its original state. It's just like what happened already happened, and it's just giving me, this is actually helping you to see things in a higher perspective. If you see the Ten of Cups and the Three of Wands here, the Ten of Pentacles is this woman is flying with the dragon. And if you see, that is like on the top of the mountain, and this is way above. This is much higher. And same thing with the Three of Wands here. You see all the view that's behind her foot. It's giving me like a broaden the horizon once you climb higher. You know, in ancient China, there's a lot of wisdom about climbing mountains, and there's um, a lot of ink painting that is about river and mountains. It is fascinating climbing up because when you get to the top, you see different view. And I feel like this is what the second row is talking about. Well, you have experienced the same thing. Maybe in the past, maybe even at a current moment, you still feel stuck. You still feel the heartbreak, the sorrowness. You still feel betrayed. I don't know why I just hear got played for some of you. I feel like your spirit guide is trying to say everything happened for a reason. And the reason is not for you to blame yourself for other people's action, for whatever that already happened. There is a higher purpose here. And you're guided, you're being guided. It's always there. If you're looking for guidance, your spirit guide is always there, pointing the truth for you. All you need to do is look up, have a different perspective. Yeah, I feel like I start to understand why I keep hearing to ask, why are you here at the current stage? Because there is a higher purpose. All right, let me see the third row. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, Queen of Wands. This is more giving me like a rebuild. Demolish and rebuild here. There is an emphasis on peace by the Ace of Cups. And we also have the Oracle here. The Six of Cups is very interesting. It's more like an Asian version of Alice Wonderland. We have the koi fish here that represent abundance. Actually, we have a lot of koi fish here. And I believe not all cups, not all the same suit have koi fish. Because the Four of Cups, I don't see it. The Seven of Cups, I don't see it either. It's just the Ace of Cups and Six of Cups so far. I can't speak for other cards because this is my first time using this deck. I just feel like your energy, there is abundance in your energy field. This Queen of Wands is giving me the music of life. If you see here. And here the energy is very nurturing. It's just interesting, like even like in this energy, I still feel like you're focusing or directing your affection, your nurturing love energy towards, could be like a community, could be friend group, could be family, basically people you love, people you trust, people you care about. And I feel like this time there is a little difference because it's just like this relationship. It says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. I feel like there is a discernment this time for you to allow only certain energy around you. And yeah, I feel like this Ace of Cup, this is giving me peace and abundance. Here, there is a transition in the energy here. Here is more like the shadow side or like the wounded heart. And here, it's a time for peace and abundance to come in. So this is more about like the higher self, aligned to your higher self here. And I feel like this middle road is more like the process for this energy to transition here. So for some of you, you already know this. And this reading to you is more like a confirmation. And looking at the Seven of Pentacles here, this one is more giving me like the reward is within reach. As if you see, she can touch the fruit here, the fruit of the labor. Not the higher fruit, but at least there's one reward here. So it's kind of like a small reward. Seeing your energy in general is very elegant, and you hold certain wisdom in you, could directly relate it to, but not limited to this past experience here. But for most of you, this is showing me a journey of growth. Even here, I kind of feel like you're a people person, not like you're a people pleaser, but I do feel like you are a generous person, and in your energy field, there's a lot of abundance. You're not someone who is stingy. I feel like you are someone who are willing to share if you have extra. And I feel like you really care about friends, care about family, could even be like a community. Instead of emphasizing on yourself, I really don't see the energy here. It's more giving to me, you tend to direct your love, give your energy to other people who you think they're worth to give. The amazing things is that you did not let the past person or a bad experience to change who you are. Looking at this Ten of Swords and Ten of Pentacles, it's really giving me there is a divine protection here. Maybe this is related to like rejection, betrayal, but with some time passed, you will see you actually dodge a bullet. I feel like the phrase rejection is divine protection has been repeatedly mentioned too much that it becomes a cliche. I have to say, like, seeing this energy like flipped, I really feel like that is like the best phrase to summarize the energy I'm seeing here. And moving on to this row here, we have Three of Cups, Justice, the Star, the Tower. Looking at this Three of Cups, this is more like a community or a social gathering with friends, family. It could be anything. This is giving me a state of harmony. And I just feel like this justice is just so elegant. It's holding a feather as the sword. And here we have the scale. I do feel like there's an emphasis on mercy here. Like I said before, you didn't let the past pain consume you. The past pain could bring the worst of you, your shadow side, but you didn't let that consume you. You are still who you are. But this time, you know better. You know better who do you allow into your life. This time, better discernment, more wisdom. It is similar to Pao too, but I do feel like this one is a little bit different. Like you could drown to Pao too. This one is giving me like a more specific guide. That's why I just been feeling this is a spirit guide. You definitely know. They're very specific in terms of the guidance. So I kind of feel like there might be some specific even like routines or like ritual that you do. It's not for all of you, but I definitely feel like for some of you, it's very specific. But yeah, and here, the star, we have the koi fish again, talking about abundance and guidance here. This one is interesting. It has 7 angles instead of 8. Traditionally, it's 8. Is it because this is based on like the Chinese, Asian astrology? Something about like the 7 star. I don't know how to say that in English, but this might be. And I feel like there is something about sharing your light, guide and help people in the process. A strong protection is, if you see in the tower here, this tree is very tall. It makes me wonder the design. I kind of feel like this is supposed to be hit, so it protects all the base, all the foundations, or protect the community here. There's for some of you, this could really be a community, and I feel like you even take it as like a personal responsibility. And it could be a lot of things. Friend group, could be even religious group, family. It could be a lot of things. And I feel like the energy goes both way. Here, this is more about you're being protected by the divine. And here is more about your energy to help and guide people and protect the community, people who you care about, who you love. Most importantly, you're there to shine the light, to enlighten people. And from here, I just feel like there's a group of people. It's not just one person who is benefiting and learned from your light here. And let's take a look at these. Here we have the 7 of Cups again. We have Strength, 5 of Pentacles, and Judgment. Here we have a lot of 7 here. 7 is a spiritual number. It's 3 plus 4. 3 is heaven. 4th is earth. In order to bring heaven down to earth, we have 7. For some of you, you could even be a medium. And if you resonate with that, I'm not going to go super detailed, but just saying like these rows are more like the things that you have helped people in the past. And it is from a place of compassion here because you have been there before. Not like exactly the same experience. It's kind of giving me like a wounded healer because you share similar experience. You're able to channel through the highest frequency compassion here. And that's how you heal people, help them to see things in a different perspective, to help them channel the higher purpose. Wow, this is fascinating. And this is really goes both way. Help other people get peace and abundance, and you eventually the energy go back to you. So this is definitely like mutual. Like it's a 2 ways. It's not a 1 way. But just wanted to know, like I know for sure that this is like you do these things out of your heart. It's from a genuine heart space for you to help people, to heal people, and to guide people. Wow. Great work, Pal 3. I like your energy. And for some of you, I could tell you're working with some very specific spirit guide. All right, let me continue here. Here is giving me pretty specific story. For some of you, you gained your inner strength from a 5 Pentacles situation where you're being left alone. It's more like emotionally. It could be financially as well. And here I'm drawn to the key here. It's giving me eventually you find the key. and it unlocks your inner power. It's a door to yourself to discover your strength within. And the judgment, it's kind of like out of body experience. You could also see this as like a higher self, a connect, or even like a freedom, a sense of freedom here. Free yourself from this physical body here. It's very interesting. This is kind of like a storyline that once you unlock your inner power, you freed yourself. Wow. All right, let's see the story here. Eight of Wands, Magician, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. This is giving me more like a new start. Like I was saying before, demolish and rebuild. And this time, you're aligned with your purpose. You're aligned with your spiritual truth. And here, this is giving me the golden ratio spiral, or to say like the vortex energy here. I feel like for some of you, you are a spiritual worker. And here I feel like the energy is really stable, really grounded here. It's like each step is firm and steady. To focus on the long run. I feel like the easiest way to describe this energy is like an upgrade to your energy. Could be like current situation, manifestation. For some of you, this is an upgrade in your spiritual power. There is a sense of like completion in this card. Four Wands is I believe is Venus in Aries. That is why in Rider-Waite Tarot deck, the Four Wands also has the meaning of marriage, because Venus is the Empress and Aries is the Emperor. They are a couple. But here I'm mostly picking up a sense of completion. After successfully complete something, it's a time to have fun. It's time to celebrate. And looking at the last row, we have Six of Cups, Four of Cups, and Two of Pentacles. This is giving me you're grateful of what and who you have in your life right now at this current stage. And here we have three fours here. Four might be significant to you, or you could be a life path four. And the Four of Cups, it is Moon in Cancer. Moon is at home in Cancer. There is a yearning here, yearning for the higher purpose, a higher self, a spiritual yearning here for the greatest of the good. I feel like this is really beautiful because seeing this Two of Pentacles here is just giving me, one hand you're holding on the higher purpose, the higher self, and the other hand is the physical body. It is giving me the mind, body, and spirit. It's giving me ascension or like evolve. If you're a spiritual worker or medium, we are, I don't want to say limited, but because like we're physical body, there is a emphasis on, especially here, the physical activity. There's an emphasis on taking care of your physical body because it's also going to help you to manifest, to help other people, to keep guiding other people. There is a need to be grounded. Also, at the same time, stay connected with the higher realm here. Wow, this energy is amazing. Let me see what else. So as I mentioned at the beginning, the piece is why are you here? I feel like one of the purpose for you is to bring peace to other people. It's just giving me there's a bigger purpose than yourself. But at the same time, if you're not operating in the frequency alignment with peace, it is hard for you to manifest and to bring peace to basically the world, to other people. So it's giving me, in order for you to help other people, you need to help yourself first. To maintain peaceful energy in yourself first. And we also have forgiveness here. Here it says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. This reading is heavy focused on the highest frequency, love, compassion. I honestly feel like the abundance, because it's a color of pink. I also feel like this is starting from self-love, self-care, self-nurturing. And here the creativity is answering why you're here. 3 is a dynamic number. It's talking about expansion. You need to believe in yourself that you are a creator. You are very capable of co-creating with the universe, with your spirit guide. The knowledge is within yourself. And for some of you, it's talking about your mind is original. There's something other people cannot take away. It is what you believe, and they cannot take away your mind. That is what makes you unique. That is what makes you human, is how you think. And I feel like some of you might came up with very creative ideas in terms of healing, in terms of guiding people. I really like that. There is a synchronicity, 88 and 99. That's how I feel about the language of love. We might have different spirit guide, we might have, different culture background, whatever, but there's something that is in common. And that is the language of compassion, the language of love. And I really believe that this language is shared and it's within all humankind. That is something in common. I do agree that we are designed, the psychology is designed to notice people's difference, to pick on people's difference, different skin color, different hair. That's just the appearance. We human actually have a lot in common, and it's from within. Love, compassion is one of the common language that does not have any barrier. And here we have amethyst, pink granite, and carnelian. I feel like all these 3 stones are very protective. And carnelian, I believe, is protective of evil eye, jealousy. Amethyst helps with peace. It's on a very high vibration. Carnelian is the stone of creativity. The pink granite, I remember, is called the lightning bolt. It is believed that it stored ancient knowledge. This is more like a confirmation, as I was saying before. You have the wisdom, you have the knowledge in you. That could be from your ancestor, your spirit guide. There's something really powerful and really knowledgeable. A lot of wisdom in the pink granite. It's kind of like the tower. It's kind of like the lightning. It's talking about like the enlightenment because of knowledge. At the end, I am going to pull the Starseed Oracle cards to end this reading. What are you here to do at current stage? What are you here to do at current stage, pile 3? What are you here to do at current stage, pile 3? Whoa, that is a lot. I think I'll take what is dropped here. Breathe of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. That's interesting. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. This is similar as I was talking before. Different perspective. There's a higher perspective here. And also, this is giving me from the universe looking at the earth. And universe is radio silent. There's a kind of peace and seeing things in a higher perspective. Things that happened in the past, none of that matters. You're seeing the earth from space. There's a change in the perspective. You see things in a bigger picture. It's just like we people used to think the earth is the center of the universe. What we see, the perspective, could be really tricky. People who used to be the center of your universe, the center of your life, when you're standing on a different platform, it's just like they're just like this small dot. None of this matter. The past heartbreak, betrayal, whatever happened in the past, it's just a small dot compared to the whole cosmos. All right, let me just read this breath of the cosmos. When we rely only on our own will, we are micromanaging the universe and resisting the natural flow of life. We're not trusting the mysterious breath of life. We're rejecting the great cosmic intelligence and relying instead on our personal strength. When we do this, we find ourselves attempting to bend things to our will. We spend our time forcing, pushing, and living from a space of trying to. Everyone around us can feel it, and the universe can too. You're being called to stop macromanaging the universe and trust the breath of life, to surrender to the greater will that God has for you, to move from my will to thy will. When you surrender to the greater will of life, you begin dancing with the rest of life. When you bow to the great mystery and say, please use me, please show me the way, little by little, you find yourself living your most fulfilling, authentic life. When you surrender your personal will, when you relinquish control and release the way you think things should be, and surrender to the greater will, you find yourself being led. You begin breathing the breath of life. All right, pile 3, this is beautiful. Thank you for letting me be a reader. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you peace. If you like this video, please give a thumb up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribe. I will see you in my next reading. Bye. Hi, pile 4. If you chose this clear quartz wand, this is your reading. Welcome. So, I have already shuffled your cards. As I noticed, people usually skip the shuffling part. So going forward, I'm gonna skip it to save some time. All right, let me see the card. So we have the World, Knight of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Devil, Temperance. This is Knight of Swords, Four Cups in reverse. These are all in reverse. Five Wands in reverse. The bottom of the deck is the Chariot. There's a choice need to be made. And I feel like there's a resistance in your energy, or to say a reluctance to start a new journey. Here we have the Fool. I'll go to this later. It's giving me something already ended. Something, it could be a lot of things. But what I'm seeing so far is that this is supposed to end. It's like this chapter was supposed to be closed. And here it's giving me, you don't want to move so fast. Like you don't want to make a decision or act so fast. Kind of like you choose to stay put. But I think you know that there's something's gotta give, or you need to do something. Like you need to act. And I do feel like there's a something or someone, some situation that was supposed to end it still traps you, or like holding you back for you to start this new chapter on your own. Let's keep looking at the cards. Here I'm asking, what keep you trapped? What is holding you back? Because I see this resistance here. And we have the Fool, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Sun. Let's first talk about this row. For some of you, it's like you need to start something completely on your own. And so far, it's giving me a long-term relationship, a committed relationship, even could be marriage. And having this new chapter is scary. Or to say is it's just giving me like you're in this comfort zone. This is comfortable to you, but you know deep down in your heart you need to make a move. You need to change things. Change your environment or leave someone or something behind. This new beginning could be very uncomfortable because you're not familiar with it. So having this new beginning is out of your comfort zone. And there is a sense of stability that's holding you back. But when I look at this stability, I just have to say, like, if this is a marriage, it is kind of like a financial stability. But if this is a commitment relationship or long-term relationship, this is giving me this sense of stability is from kind of like a status. And it's like, it's more like for the sake of how other people see you. Don't want to say this, but it didn't mean to be in a bad way, but it's kind of like for face. So in terms of like other people's perspective, or even like how your family see you with this person, it gives you like it is a stable relationship, and it's kind of like considered a good image for other people's perspective. And can I just say it directly? Because this energy is pretty straightforward and very specific. You know, if this is your situation. What I'm seeing here is that they're cheating on you and you find out. You already find out. So if you have no clue, if you didn't find out anything about your partner, you picked the wrong pile. This is not your pile. This is a very specific energy. When I see it, I know what I'm seeing here. And you will know if this is your energy because you already find out. Because I will continue about what I'm saying here. When I ask about the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Sun. And when I keep asking about the Sun, we have Ten of Swords, this is Page of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Pentacles, and Strength in reverse. This is very specific. They made a promise to you. Promise to you that they are going to work on it. They are going to change. It's like they realized they're wrong. They told you, they apologized, whatever. And I see you hold on to this promise here. And you know what is interesting is that I don't know why there's this energy is just giving me there a sense of time here. Like it's very obvious that there is a choice need to be made here, and I see you not really moving anywhere. It's kind of like a reluctant to make a decision. But the interesting part is that I feel from reading your energy, you already know what to do. Deep down in your heart, you already knew what is the right thing to do. But there is a reluctant, a resistant energy here that you're kind of like stay put. I feel like there's something that is trapping you to do the right thing for yourself. So I asked for it, and we have the Eight of Swords, Two of Wands, Five of Swords. This is really giving me that for some of you, there is some tactic, like a mental tactic involved to trap you. Like this Ace of Swords here. If you see, Swords is the mental energy. And if you see, like, she's tied up and is kind of like trapped by these swords that represent the mind. And it looks like she is blinded here. So just for some of you, I know this is going to be like controversial, but I just need to be honest of what I see here. This is giving me, for some of you, you're being gaslighted. It's kind of giving me like a victim blaming, or like I don't know what trick that they've been doing, but it's like messing up with your mind about yourself, your self-image. And I feel like this could be not just from the person that you're with, but also like maybe people around you, or you know, like the social standard, the social norm. This could be like very, very general. But whatever it is, it's not doing you anything good. This is giving me the energy of self-shaming, self-blaming, don't see your worth, people who bring you down. And also with the Two of Wands and Five of Swords here, I just feel like they keep feeding you this expectation, and they keep involve you in deceptions. And this is something I don't understand about these mind manipulator. It's because in terms of their world, it's all about winning and you keep losing. It's always a loss for you. I don't honestly, I don't understand, because this is apparently a very specific, this is a love. And all they care about is image. I will get into this later, but all they care about is winning and playing games, mind games, and keep you stuck. That's the thing I don't understand. Like, apparently they are a player. Like all right, let me just talk about these. So I ask about who this devil could be. And we have the Page of Pentacles, the Chariot, Two of Swords. We have the King of Wands and Six of Wands. We'll get to this Three of Swords later. This is giving me a player energy. This is very clear. They're a player. And they care about their image. They are playing this image of like a stable person. Like I can't really comment more on them, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, like there are people who are just being weird. Instead of being just honest to people, they try to maintain an image outward to people that they are very stable. They are in a stable relationship. But behind the scene, they're a player and manipulator. That's really like the lyrics, a habitual liar. And when they get caught, when things exposed, they come out and say, I'm a changed man, or I'm a changed woman, or like, trust me, I will change. I have no problem for people changing. That's actually why I want to do the tarot. I believe people can change. But one thing I don't understand about their energy is that why do they want to keep you stuck? And for some of you, if you are this person's basically like the image couple here, all they care about is just an image to help them, or like to just for show, for other people to see them as a stable person. And when I ask about the Six of Wands, the Three of Swords are here. This is giving me like two pulling energies. I feel like for some of you, you are like they have made yourself known as their partner, like a legit partner, or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. And for some of you, they keep you as a third person. Their action is just very selfish. And if you think about it, it's really superficial because they're just doing this for show, for other people's perspective. They care about how other people think of them. They care so much that they have to lie and break other people's heart. And you're not some random people. You actually have feeling for them. To have something real, stable. Honestly, I feel like you definitely know better than me because you spend time and a lot of energy with this person. You definitely know better than me about who they really are. All right, let's moving on. So here we have Five of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Hermit, the Hangman. This is extra information. I was asking what are you here to do at a current stage? And I also ask your energy, and your energy is this crossroads. I think it's a really good representation of your current energy and your current situation right now. There's a choice need to be made here. It's either Five of Cups or Ten of Cups. Leave or stay. But you know what is in common here? This Hermit and the Hangman. It just seems like you're by yourself, no matter which one you chose. I think I'm just gonna leave it there because it's really up to you. And I didn't finish my point at the beginning. I just don't know why your spirit guide or your angel, whatever that you call it, there's like really wanting to make a decision here. And there's like a timely manner. Because the chariot, it talks about the speed. And here we have the temperance. And the temperance here is more like wanting you to experiment, just do it. Because here, the temperance is more like a scientist or like, people who do experiment. They want you to, I don't want to say like get your hand dirty, but it's like they want you to take action here. And I don't know why, I just keep getting this channeling message when I'm looking at this chariot card. Let me show you. It's very cute. This is very, very cute. But basically what I hear is move your ass. Oh my god. I don't know for who, but it's definitely for someone out there. It's just kind of funny. Let's talk about the oracle cards. So here we have determination. Let me show you. Yeah, I guess I need to change a new light. This light is really too bright. Can't really see anything. The determination. Oh, I just hear like make up your mind. That's what they're saying. Wow. I just don't know why like they're rushing you to this. or maybe a long time has passed already. It's just interesting. Here we have adventure and compassion. 5 is talking about change, going on an adventure. And compassion is talking about give yourself more love. You know, in here, I was gonna say, you can choose to fill your own cup. You don't have to wait for other people to fill it for you. You know what is best for you. And you should be the most reliable person in terms of your well-being. And it could be all aspect in your mind, body, and spirit. And there is a need to give yourself more love. This is one of the highest frequency, which is compassion, which is love. And here we have purpose. I just want you to know that this reading, today's reading, is inspired by this oracle card. I know what I'm here to do. And I put some cards about this purpose. This is here, I feel like you already know what is the right thing to do. You already know what's the best direction for you to take. We have 4 of Cups and 8 of Wands. This is the energy I get throughout this reading, is that there is a resistance. It's kind of like here is when I was asking about the devil, I see like the Chariot and 2 of Swords is kind of giving me like, for some of you at this point, you put yourself in a stalemate for too long. And it's kind of like this action or this energy keep yourself stuck. For some of you, this could be like indecisiveness. As a reader, I see the energy. There's an emphasis of time. But as a person, I would say, take your time. There's no need to rush. But I just need to be honest, like this is what I'm seeing here. Here we have the Sun, Death, Tower. They're all very strong energy here. The Sun here is just giving me, what I hear is accept the truth, and the Death, time to release the old and transform yourself. There's someone need to be released here because they no longer serve your purpose anymore. And here we have the Tower. When people see Tower, it's scary. But what I really get here is that I get is freedom. Sometimes you just gotta let the tower fall. Without demolish, there's no rebuild here. There's no chance to rebuild. And sometimes maybe like this is comfortable, the building that you've been staying at, or to say this is a hotel, whatever, because you're familiar to it. It feels comfortable, like what I was saying about comfort zone. But when the light is shine here, shine on this situation, this person that you're dealing with, it's like once you have seen something or something was shown to you, could be like their real self, who they really are. The reality, the truth has been shown to you. It's just hard to unsee. I really feel like what to do. You know what is the right thing to do. I'm not here to tell you what to do. If you're using my reading as me telling you what should you do in your life, then this is definitely not your reading. I'm really sure what I'm seeing here. You already knew what to do. But deep down, I feel like a part of you is afraid to start something completely new, which is totally understandable. Totally. I am not judging you. And I do feel like some part of you want to believe what this person said, want to believe that they will change. And by the way, this is kind of like a cliche already, but I feel there's a need to say that you cannot change someone. You just cannot change someone. Just think about like it's hard to change yourself. I think it's hard to change myself. This takes a lot of work. So don't even mention about other people. It's just something you can't control. The hope is you can change your situation. There's something you can do for yourself. All right, let me get some oracle cards to end this reading. Hopefully, we can get some advice. Let's see. Powerful. What is the advice you have for power? Okay. Let me arrange this. So we have lantern. Consciousness is light. Let me just read the guidebook for this one. The crone has completed the circle of faces and perspectives pertaining to feminine consciousness, maiden, mother, guardian, and crone. The lanterns hang from the featured crone's wrist, illuminate her world with the clarity of having integrated her spirit self with herself. She has successfully released all of the illusory filters that had created limiting effects on her mind and fed the unhelpful aspects of the ego. The white light of love that the crone is can now reach all that is within her periphery. Without judgment or expectation, she is now capable of objectively observing all with compassionate consideration and calm composure. All aspects in life are neutral. Many are not conducive to the meaning and significance that we or others impulsively attach to them. When we view predicaments without emotion or the significance it holds for us, how things make sense beyond our personalization of them are illuminated. To separate ourselves from the drama, assumptions, and heightened emotion is to see rather than react. According to the underlying dynamics at play, this affords us access to the empowered capacity to choose whether to participate in what is being triggered or projected onto the situation. The crone has shown up to remind you that whenever you feel challenged in life, stop whatever you are doing to ask spirit self, what am I being invited to learn here? Each obstacle, moment of overwhelm and hardship offers necessary and valuable lessons to evolve us beyond being a match to it. Any perceived mistake, wrong turn, or regret plays a part in your pathway to insight and liberation. Please be assured that each currently perceived negative is a presently a lit lantern and therefore opportunity to see clearer. All that is needed is for the light to be turned on so that the obstacle can be recognized as the positive lesson, tool, growth, insight, or gift that it is. You're always met with teachings in forms that much whatever way you are available to receive them at that moment. Each teaching is necessary for your learning of another. Better way in your progression, may you shine the light of your love into any lesson that holds a lingering negative charge for you until it transforms into heartfelt gratitude for and recognition of its supporting role in your evolution. Love is the only place from which to observe, be in, and reflect upon life. Proceed in the great neutralizing white light of love, where we may compassionately embrace all facets of ourselves and others. Crohn's message. Awareness expands us as we clear the darkness with light. Clarity transforms our perception into lanterns of insight that can illuminate a way for others too. Like what I was saying before, the light has been shed. Things already came to light. There's no more illusion. You already have all the answer in you. So follow the light. And please, give yourself more love. Alright, Pal 4. This is your reading. Thank you for letting me be a reader. If you find this helpful, please give it a thumb up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribe. I'm sending you love and healing energy. Stay healthy, stay blessed. I will see you next time. Bye. 5. If you chose this opal, this is your reading. Welcome. So, I have already laid out all the cards for you. As I realize people usually skip the shuffling, so going forward, I'm gonna skip it to save some time. Let me begin with the general energy I'm getting here. This is a wounded energy. This energy needs healing. I'm really sure what I'm channeling here. This is not from a spirit guide, a higher self. This is more from a place of wounded ego. I feel like the vision is a little clouded here. All the cards here are actually answering, are like not really answering the question from a higher perspective. It's actually from like more like a 3D mundane perspective. I do feel like there is a little blockage internally from connecting to your authentic self. There's some shadow works need to be done here. And if you feel like this is not your energy, then this is not your pile. Pick another pile. I know what I'm channeling here. This is from a wounded ego. All right, let me read the cards. So here we have the moon. This is 8 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and this is 7 of Pentacles, Justice. And we have Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the moon. The bottom of the deck we have, this is 8 of Wands. There is some illusion here. And if you see the Ace of Pentacles here, this one is really interesting. It's an eye here. And the pentacle is more like an eyeball. I feel like this is talking about a new perspective. This might mean that you recently discovered the truth, see the truth, or see things in a different perspective. Or for some of you, there's a need to see things in a different perspective. And the second role is telling me that you're currently working on something. With this justice being here, I've asked about explanation for the justice, and we have the Hermit, the Emperor, and Five of Cups. It's interesting. We have Ghost and Isolation here. This is giving me, for some of you, you have been isolating yourself. It's more like an era that you boss up. It's kind of like, what is that? The bad girl or bad boy era. And either it is your intention or not your intention, your action, your era hurt someone, caused someone's pain. And for some of you, I really feel like this is motivated by, really is from a wounded ego place. You want to prove yourself. I also ask more explanation to this Justice card. Here we have the Six of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, King of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Hierophant. This is more giving me a specific storyline for some of you. I don't feel like this is for all of you, but for some of you, you cut someone off or you reject someone's kind of like olive branch to come towards you. And it's because you want to win. You want to come on top of the situation. I can feel there are a lot of scenarios here, but whatever it is, whatever it happened, whatever you did, you actually realize that this does not make you happy. This, you don't feel like a victory because you're not happy here. If you see, I really feel like it's just dissatisfaction here. And it's talking about the mental energy. With the Ace of Cups and the Fool, I feel like you want to have a peaceful start, to manifest peace in your life. And this is a new chapter. No matter if you realized or not, there's a need to make peace with yourself. If you see the Fool here, this actually looks like the Hangman. Her feet is up in the air and her head is downward. This is more giving me internally there's a need to heal yourself first, then to react, then to move on, to start this new chapter. And when I ask about this Five of Cups here, I have the Devil and Five of Wands. A lot of conflict, competition. And the Devil is, I really feel like this is the shadow self. This is kind of like, for some of you, this is like guilt. For some of you, this is stress. A lot of burden on your mind. For some of you, this is giving me like you wanted someone to get humbled. And here, I'm just asking if there's any extra message from this deck. And it seems like it's kind of like confirmation to on the left. So here we have Five of Cups, King of Wands, Page of Swords, Nine of Swords, the Tower, Seven of Pentacles. Just like what I was saying before, you did something, or to say like you reacted to something, someone in the past based on a wounded ego. It's actually from a sense of insecurity. Can be really like a lot of things. Basically like this is your shadow self, you have realized that this does not make you happy. I start to channel this song. This is what you get when your heart wins for some of you. And if you see here, it's really interesting. This deck, I think this is the only deck I've seen so far that a tower is pointing, shooting at the heart. And you don't have to agree with this, but this is just something I see in the card, and I'm just being honest of what I see here and what I channel here. I feel like there's something clouded. I don't want to say your judgment, but it's kind of like block your intuition. Not for all of you, but some of you, you've been wearing this mask. And this is more like a self defense system or for self protection. For some of you, it could be even multiple masks, and you've been wearing it too long that it becomes part of you. So I feel like this is creating this blockage in the energy for you to access the authentic self, the authentic part that is in you. But the conflict is that in your mind, in your head, the decision sound good. But I just want to say what I see here, there's a very limited perspective because this energy is operating on a wounded ego. I feel like for some of you, this is very complex. It's not just one person or one thing that happened recently. I think this is related to accumulation of things, of people that happened in the past. For some of you, this could even date long way back to your childhood. And I'm not going to expand on that. But I just want you to know that I understand the complexity of things, of what you have been through mentally. But the conflict or the issue that you are having, and I'm saying this not like try to tell you something that you don't know. This is actually what your energy is telling me that you're experiencing at the moment or recently. So if you don't feel like this is your energy, you have picked the wrong pile. Go back to pick another one. You should know, because I see you're not happy here. You thought what you did is gonna bring you victory. You thought that is what you want, but your heart is telling you a different story, and it's an opposite story. For some of you, there is a confusion. You don't know what you want. You don't know what you need, basically. And it's related to the masks here. So this is going to a deeper topic. Who are you really? What make you happy? What bring you peace? You thought you had a victory, but why does it feel so bad? Who is really on your side? Do you even know yourself anymore? Do you really understand yourself? I think that is why the cards are laying out like this. Like it's not answering the question from a higher perspective, because there's a need to heal. You will gain clarity on things and get more understanding of yourself. I do not use tarot as a prediction. If you're new here, I want you to know that my tarot approach is tarot analytics. I'm not here to tell you things that you don't know for yourself. My reading is used to confirm your intuition. It is something that you already know, either in your subconscious or conscious mind. It is used to discover, rediscover what is inside you already in your mind, body, and spirit. To me, practice tarot is to help us get a different perspective, is to help us connect to our higher self, to be alignment with the higher purpose. And there is a need for you to know what is good for yourself. I'm not talking about the ego self, the face, the outer, how other people think of you, how other people see you. It's not about other people, it is about you. And it's not about your image, it is about you, who you really are inside. Your reality is defined by how you feel inside. It's never about what other people say, what other people think. And I want you to know that you don't have to agree with me. Every reader has different style. And you feel like if this is not compatible with your belief at a current stage, it's okay. You don't have to fully agree with me, but I just want to say that from my previous videos, I get this anger towards me. Please don't be angry at me. We all know that spirituality, tarot practice is very personal. What I'm doing here is never about me. My intention is to help. And I do not expect everyone agree with me. And if you feel upset or angry about the things that I read here, do you feel like this is about me or this is actually about yourself? But I'm not saying like, you are angry at me, but just talking about like anger, talking about this energy, it just came out like that. But it's just when I read this Five of Pentacles energy, Five of Cups energy, I kind of feel like there's, for some of you, you're inflicting your pain on other people or on the situation here because there's something that you need to heal. And like I said before, this is not related to one specific person. This is accumulation. It's very complex. And that is why we have the healing here. We have compassion and we have environment. These three cards, 6, 9, 4, there's some synchronicity here. 6 is about harmony, and 99, compassion, is one of the highest frequency. That is talking about love, that is talking about compassion. I do feel like this will help you raise the frequency. Please give yourself more love, compassion, and understanding. And there is a need to heal. For some of you, you might feel like impossible, or you feel like it's just a lot of obstacles, or you feel like there's a mountain if this is involved with a person here. I do feel like you want to make peace, or for some of you, even reconciliation, have a new start with that person. But you feel like there's a mountain between you guys. And I just keep channeling that another song is called Rewrite a Star. But I think this is just very specific for some of you there. And I think for most of you, this is talking about the journey, the healing journey here. And, you know, there's a need to drop the mask. Just like this. If you see here, the common thing in these two cards, you see like the person is very small here. I do feel like something in the past make you feel very insecure about yourself, or just make you feel like you're not enough. And I do feel like for some of you, this is giving me, you tend to expect things the worst. It's kind of like a self-sabotaging. And when I look at this environment, I do feel like some of you, this is related to the Fool. You want to have a brand new start. And for most of you, I see this is like a complementary for this healing here. This is referring to the inner soil. Pay more attention to your environment, not just outer environment, but also inner, your inner world. Are you giving yourself more time, more love, more caring? Are you put nutrients into your inner soil? But definitely like your social circle, people that you hang out with affect, you know, your healing journey. It affects your frequency. So both are important. And let's see, here we have envy, acceptance, service, and humor. For the envy, we have, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. This is giving me, I keep saying, like, this is from the ego. This is more like comparing yourself to other people. Or you feel like you want to come on top of a situation. There is a sense of competition here. But like I said before, this has a deeper root and is way more complex than just the surface manifestation here, which is the energy of envy. I do feel like this is rooted in insecurity, a wounded self, an unhealed place. This is giving me, you don't know your worth. You don't see how capable, how beautiful you are already. And talking about this acceptance, I was gonna say, I feel like you have not accepted your imperfection. And if you think about it, what makes human unique? What makes human human is that we're not perfect. Other people don't accept it. Maybe for some of you, even like people who raise you, people who you grow up with, they don't accept you as who you really are. I just wanted to know that is not your problem. That is never your problem. But it becomes your problem if you don't accept who you really are. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. For some of you, this is relating to the justice here. What you did in the past and or your reaction to things or a person here. You know, it doesn't even have to be a person, because here the 501s could be related to multiple people or group here. So if there is the guilt here, just know that if you hurt people, The damage has already been done. Instead of living in the past, try to heal yourself first. The history is not going to repeat itself. And here we have the service. I feel good when I can help others. I feel like this is your current energy here. It seems like this is your coping mechanism, especially if you have guilt in the past about treating someone wrong, about hurting someone. For some of you, I can even feel like this is like, oh, now you're serving your time or something. It's just interesting. I don't know what you're doing. Are you in like a military or something? Just for some of you, I'm just getting this weird channeling. And here we have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yeah, I feel like this is your current energy. It's more like your current coping mechanism or strategy for some of you. Well, I think they're great, you know. And here we have ghost and isolation. I think this is what you did, or like what you're currently doing, like ghosting people, or like it's just like this hermit mode. You're not really talking to people, isolating yourself. All right, let me just get some oracle cards as advice to end this video. Okay. Please cleanse previous energy so I can better channel Paul-5's energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Spirit, what is the advice for Paul-5? Is there any advice for Paul-5? What is the advice for Paul-5? What is the advice for Paul-5? We have wishful expectations. Acknowledge the smoke and mirrors in your life for what they are. Hear the image of women on a wheel. Okay. Let me just read the guidebook. Sometimes we get so attached to how we want things to be that we shut our eyes to how they are. This can blind us to a wheel that spins in the opposite direction of genuinely realizing our dreams. This is what I keep saying about the wounded ego, about acting out from a shadow self. There's some energy about masking, and it's kind of hard to connect to the genuine self, the authentic self. All right, let me just continue. The assumptions that we hold about how we think our wishes should come true and in what form can easily trap us. Once we are caught within the rigid confines of how we mistakenly believe our lives should look, we become enslaved to perpetuating the impression we create for others and need to keep believing the pretense for ourselves. Despite our heart knowing that something about our life is not right or disingenuous, this is what I've been talking about. The Nine of Swords and the mask here. It can often feel easier or even appear logical to continue pretending that things are as they seem. Denial becomes our survival mechanism, and that which increasingly alienates us from ourselves and others is kind of like this mountain here. It is possible to spend an entire lifetime enchained by the elusive wheel of magical thinking. Such a price for any fantasy is never worth it. The truth of what we genuinely desire cannot meet us halfway unless our expectations match how we show up to deal with the reality of our daily circumstances. Without candidly clear perception, acceptance, and active responsibility for the lives we are living, we can get stuck like a mother. Her eyes are closed to the painful reality of her present in order to preserve her fantasy of things being as she wishes them to be. Time moves forward, her wheel turns backward, and she blinded threads the same water. Look for any incongruent thoughts, words, or actions holding you in suspension. This will help you identify any form of wishful expectation playing out in your life. It can be helpful to absorb what your heart has to say about your current state of emotional, mental, and physical well being, as well as the environment and company you keep. Wow, this is echoing what we're talking about here. Journal what comes up for you while lovingly acknowledging if you have been in denial over any unwanted area, compulsion, or person in your life. If some facet of your present only seems to be what you want and comes at a compromising cost, please be assured that there is another way. It is possible to genuinely and self-lovingly progress in your desired direction by alternate means. It is okay if some form of external help or support is needed to do things differently and in a way that maintains your integrity. There is no shame in reading out and asking for all that you need when it is of true and empowering benefit to you. Mother's message. Congruency is always the liberating key to every fulfillment that you seek. Transparency creates the space for receiving the reality rather than the illusion of your wishes being fulfilled. All right, part 5. This is your message. If you find this helpful, please give it a thumb up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribe. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you healing. Stay healthy. Stay blessed. Part 5. I will see you in my next reading. Bye. Hi, Part 6. If you chose the Smoky Quartz wand, this is your reading. Welcome. So, I have already laid out the cards for you as I realize most people skip the shuffling part. So, going forward, I'm going to skip it to save some time. All right, Pal 6. Let me see what card you got. We have 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords, Queen of Cups, 2 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, 7 of Cups. The bottom of the deck, we have Strength. And these we'll get to it later. These are explanation. And this is pile 6. So far we have 2 6 already. This is telling me that for some of you, 6 is significant. 6 is talking about harmony. You're entering a timeline or you're already in this state of harmony. I really feel like a lot of peace from the mind. There's like a kind of like mental well-being plus emotional well-being. I see the water is flowing. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles and Ace of Wands is giving me. There's also a physical well-being. I feel like this energy that I'm channeling to is from your higher self, oneness, whatever you call it. And I can feel like this energy is from like the astral body. You know, it's just so interesting because this is the 6 piles that I've done so far, and I'm actually amazed that each pile I'm channeling to different energy. If you look my previous videos, I don't really channel, but this time in the intro, I was really clear. I'm going to channel your energy. And I'm actually quite exhausted from channeling. And I have to say, I really, really like this energy, Pal 6. I hope you come back for future reading. I am a clear sentience, and I definitely feel what I'm channeling to. For sure, some of you are also clear sentience. When I was channeling your energy, just getting ready for your reading, I just feel this goosebump, or it's kind of like the electric current on my back. Well, it's actually like on my lower back, and sometimes I feel it in my butt, like it's my right side, and also my thigh. So I definitely feel like some of you are clear sentience, and for sure empath. You know, sometimes it's just for empath or clear sentience, we really need to protect our energy. Because I can tell, like, here, you've been through some SHIT, some crap that people put you through. And I do feel like at this current stage, you have healed yourself, or at least done a lot of work already for you to achieve this peace, this very peaceful energy. And also it's really vibrant with this Ace of Wands here. I feel like this energy is giving me that you're probably someone who do meditation, who probably even into the chakra. I also feel like some of you do yoga because there's a lot of emphasis on physical well-being. And there's a big part of this energy focusing on the emotional well-being. So some of you might even practice tarot for self-discovery, for healing. I'm sure there's some other practice that help you. So it's definitely not limited to these specific thing that I mentioned. All right, so let's get into the details. When I was shuffling your card, I noticed the 6 of Cups here. So if you see, the 6 of Cups is different than the Rider-Waite deck. Here we see there are 5 cups here, and another cup she is holding. The other person is not. The other person is looking at her. This is telling me that there is something about previously an emotional loss, a feeling of I heard drained for some of you. I think that's some channeling message for some of you there. But it's giving me there's something about this, and I asked for explanation. And here we have 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and the Sun. This is giving me that you have filled your own cup. Yes, there were times that in the past you have to experience this emotional loss, or it's kind of like emptiness from other people, from a situation. And with this Queen of Pentacles, if we see there's one pentacle here, she's very chilled, very relaxed. It's just very peaceful. She is outside, connected with the environment, the nature. And we have this pentacle here. And if you see the 3 of Pentacles, I think this is why this deck is very interesting. 3 of Pentacles, but it looks like it's one pentacle in 3 pieces. This is telling me that for some of you, you're the one that left in a situation where you have to pick up pieces by yourself, and you did. That's how strong you are. That is the strength within. And maybe some people in the past, they underestimate you. Kindness is not weakness. I think now they know. Just look at the sun. And that is now. That is at the current stage. Because we also have the happy ending. No matter what happened in the past, it doesn't matter. What matters is right now. This is telling me that you are no longer that person in the past who were being left alone. And all you could see at that time was the spilling cups. This is telling me that you turn around and you pick up those two standing cups that is behind you. You filled your own cup. You have brought yourself, helped yourself to achieve this new, beautiful, peaceful beginning. And looking at the Six of Swords, it's not just leaving something behind. This image is giving me that you're entering a new timeline. A new door has opened up for you. Well, I want to say that like I feel like this door is always there. You discovered it this time because it needs to take some healing, some experience for you to see. Not just you, like for including me, for us to see. Because sometimes when your energy is a little bit down, and I do feel like this is your surrounding and you're influenced by other frequency, especially like when your emotion is not in a was not in a very stable state. It could be like sorrowness, sad, these kind of energy that is going to interrupt the frequency. And sometimes when we are not aligned internally, that we are not stable enough to basically to see, to connect with the higher frequency, to connect with our higher self. This deck, I keep saying this deck is different, but yeah. So far, I feel like this is the only I've seen the Ace of Cups look like this. It has an eye in here. And this is under the Queen of Cups here. This is telling me at least you have gained a new perspective on things. You're able to see things in a higher perspective. And it's because the work that you have done internally to help yourself to see the new door, the blessing from the universe that has always been there for you. For some of you, your gift, it's more like your psychic ability, your psychic gift has been upgraded. This is actually giving me a very genuine energy. I really like this energy. You know, this energy is just like, I'm finally talking to an adult. No need to mask ourselves, no need to pretend you know who you are, and you're very comfortable about who you are. You don't care about other people. I just see you're just very relaxed in your own mind, body, and spirit, just being yourself. I don't feel like you're hiding. This energy is very genuine energy and is kind of giving me like going back to the basics. If you recall the sun card on the Rider-Waite deck, it's a child, a baby riding the horse. That is talking about after we've been through all these SHIT obstacles, challenges, but also great blessings in life, either from the universe or from other people, we go back to the basics. It's really giving me like more wisdom, maturity. You grow in life more, you're going back to the basics, going back to the child state. It's just like you have make peace with your inner child. You accept completely who you really are, and you're comfortable with that. And let's go back to the cards. So I asked about The Seven of Cups, more explanation. And I got Nine of Wands, Three of Cups, Page of Cups. Before I get into details, in general, I feel like you're being supported. It's either by like friends, family, community, group of people, or it's giving me from the spiritual realm that you're being supported. I feel like you're never alone, and it's more like awareness that no matter what situations you were in and you will be in the future, you know that you always have yourself. You always have your back. So that is the kind of being supported feeling that I got here. And going to the detail, I see that the Knight of Wands, like I said, you've been through some SHIT. That does not change who you are. You're not changed by the circumstance. The Three of Cups here is just giving me you're not interrupted. You are still going out and have fun. You're still wanting to have a good time. Because I keep seeing the three here, it's just giving me in your mind, body, and spirit. Like I was saying before, you're very comfortable. You're very relaxed, very chill. You did not shut yourself from the outer world, from other energy. Maybe there were times you kind of shut yourself, but not anymore. At this current stage, at least, I see that you're connecting with people. There's some kind of trinity here. Same thing with the Page of Cups. You're open to the magic, open up your emotion. And if this is about romantic, I do feel like you're open to look for new love here and open to meet new people for some of you. Because we have Two of Cups, Six of Cups, and Ace of Cups. We also have the Ace of Wands and also this Queen of Cups. It's giving me, for some of you, if you're looking for new love, I see your energy to a frequency that you're ready to receive love. Same thing, like giving love and receiving love. Just what I personally feel. You already aligned your frequency with the language of love. It will manifest, or more like a projection from your inner world to the outer world. I feel like it's just a matter of time. And here, I do feel like some of you are in a very loving, romantic partnership. And I do feel like previous the influence energy is kind of creating this blockage. But now I see the water is flowing. And it's very beautiful. Like it becomes one stream. I mean, what can I say except congrats, right? But there is a focus on you're ready within. And there's like a trinity concept here. It's like you're ready in your mind, body, and spirit. Here we have the Six of Swords. It is a new door to reignite the passion. And it has a feeling of vitality. I do feel like this is talking about the physical well-being and also like you know, like some adult stuff for some of you. And same time, it's just this emotionally balance that help you to see. And you can say this is like a psychic awareness, third eye, intuition, or like downloads. And this image is that she can see. There is one glowing cup here. Why is that? I do feel like it's related to the eyes here on the Ace of Cups. And if you don't feel like this energy resonate with you, this is definitely not your pile. My reading is not meant to tell you something you don't know. And let's look at the oracle cards. We have Death in Reverse and Cleanse. I like this energy. This is telling me that you have completed the transformation and you have left the past in the past. It's gone. It's like deadly gone. And what can I say? RIP to people who they're no longer in your life anymore. You're cleansing your environment. And this is both like your circle, your group, your energy field, and a lot of inner work here. And I do feel like there's a lot of water here, water energy here. I feel like some of you are working with water to help you cleanse, to help you evolve, to help you tap into a higher frequency of energy here. I do feel like maybe it's like bath or something you drink, but there's definitely other stuff here that is related to the water energy. Just to have to say, water is a very strong and powerful energy that it cleanses, it gives life, it nurturing. There's a sense of purification in there. But it's just like what I was saying before about this trend. It's like water is definitely something that we humans should never underestimate. It seems very soft. It's a liquid, it's very fluid, but it's actually extremely strong, extremely powerful, like the spiritual use. But just think about like water, it can make people, it could also destroy people. It's just that duality. Well, there's duality in everything. All right, that's off topic. And here we have rhodozite. I would say this is a very earthy stone, but also it has a very high frequency. This is a cleansing stone. I believe like it helps cleansing aura, and it also helps cleansing the karmic imprints or brought as we incarnated into this life on the earth. We might carry some previous karma from past lives or down the ancestral line here. Rhodozite help cleanse that. And because it's such a earthy stone, that it helps promote the physical health. Just like I was saying before, like yoga, you might practice just like exercise, or like I was saying before, like your diet, what you put in your body. I feel like some of you are very conscious of that. And for some of you, you might practice kundalini. For some of you, I know it's not for all of you, but I think for some of you, I do feel that. This stone has a very specific function to help reduce or relieve the physical symptom that is resulting from like mental stress, like a panic attack, stuff like that. So yeah, just like what I was saying before about the trinity here, mind, body, and spirit. All right, here we have happy ending, like I was saying before with the sun. I do feel like you're entering a new timeline. I do feel like it is aligned to the higher conscious. It's giving me the yellow here. Aligned to higher self, oneness, whatever that you call it. And also there's a focus of love here. And that is the highest, one of the highest frequency of the universe is compassion, is love here. This is beautiful, Pal 6. And here we have judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. This is talking about you have a deeper understanding of humanity because of compassion. And it could relate it to your previous experience, the wisdom that you gained along this journey, along practice, that you reach a state where you do not judge other people because you understand. You see deeper, or you see it through the facade, the superficial. You can see the root. I do feel like there's a higher understanding of humanity here. Most importantly, you know that this life is your own journey. It has nothing to do with other people. You're someone who focuses on yourself. And we have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Just as I was saying before about the genuine energy I got and a true acceptance of who you really are. That takes courage. That takes a lot of work, a lot of inner work. But yeah, like I was saying, Pal 6, I really, really like your energy. Thank you for letting me be a reader. I really enjoy my reading today. All right, Pal 6. I think that's it. If you like this video, please give a thumb up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribe. I will see you in my next reading. Bye. Hi, Pal 7. If you chose this rose quartz, this is your reading. Welcome. So I've already laid out the cards. As I realized, people usually skip the shuffling part. So going forward, I'm gonna skip it to save some time. All right. Pile 7. I do need to mention that this pile is really not for everyone. The energy is very specific. There's a very strong sense of purpose here that is related to a spiritual career. And you will know if this is your pile. Because yes, you're gifted. You can be a medium, a reader, light worker, but your purpose here is to help people heal. And there's a very strong emphasis on the truth here. Searching for the light, searching for the truth here. And stay objective. This is telling me you're not loyal to any specific person or supposed to be attached in situation, relationship, or any like emotional cord. This is more talking about you're loyal to the universal truth. Your search for the light, your search for the truth, and you stay hungry, stay curious about the universal law. And there is a timing matter here because today we're asking about the current stage. So there is a sense of purpose that is very long term. That is more feel to me is like a life purpose about you dedicate yourself to the service. And it's for the greatest of the good. But also at the current stage, I feel like there is some issue or conflict or it's kind of like back and forth with this denial and courage here. We also have relationships. I do feel like this is talking about pretty specific about a previous situation, a previous people in your life that caused some issue in your life. But I will talk about this later. From this denial, here it says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. And orange, or this is kind of like yellow. We have a lot of yellow here. It's talking about like the conscious higher self, the super conscious, higher conscious here. This could also talk about the sacral chakra. I personally believe that this is one of the most common conflicts that exist for humans, because we are physical body, but also we are spiritual being. Especially we're talking about spiritual workers here, right? And I'm not saying like you are doing the work, but I feel like you kind of know deep down in your heart your calling to the service here. And with this denial here, I feel like, as I said, that is a conflict. And I think it's very, very common. Some of you might be in denial of whether you have the power or not, you have the gift or not, kind of like self doubt. And some of you might be fear that like if you can actually help people, right? Because doing tarot reading, sometimes I even feel like myself that am I really helping people? There is a conflict about taking out the cards and see, basically telling the truth of what I see. But it's not my intention, but sometimes it might cause fear, it might cause other emotions or other energy that is not desirable to my audience here. I mean, there's like thousands of people out there, and I feel like that's one of the issues that I'm having right now, is that sometimes it's not my intention, but people take it to basically project their self on it. At that point, it has nothing to do with me. And when we're talking about like spiritual service, and it's never about us, it's never about me. If you think about doing a general reading on a YouTube platform, it is people using their own intuition to guide them into different piles. And just be honest, I can tell from the comments that sometimes it is a shame that we are living in a very fast paced world. You know, I'm not like blaming anyone, but I'm just saying, like, in general, I just feel the culture, it's inevitably really fast. And it's hard for, I'm not saying everyone, but it's hard for people to slow down, not rushing into or jump to the conclusion, but give it some time, give it some patience. It is very hard. And sometimes it does make me thinking that what I'm doing, the time, my energy, effort, is it really gonna help? But as a human being, like, I 100% understand what people are going through. Right? Sometimes it is even hard for me to do a meditation to calm my mind. We're in a day and age that internet becomes part of our life, becomes our persona, one of our persona. I want to sound like I'm old. I'm not that old. But sometimes it is hard to focus, to clear out all these noises. And I totally understand the fear, the denial in some of you here. I am not here to pretend I'm 100% like saint, I'm perfect or something. I totally understand. It's not like I've been there. I want you to know that I am with you. This courage is really beautiful here, and I resonate with this a lot. And I believe that you will too, or you might already, but whatever. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. I think that is the answer, that is the solution. Just think about the SHIT we've been through in the past. It could be really mundane. It could be, people betrayed you, lied to you, stab in your back, or bully you, whatever that things happen in the past, wanting us to lose ourselves, to lose our true identity, to lose the connection within ourselves. When they try to put us down, think about how you ended up take back your power. And it's not a show for other people. It's never about winning over any person, any external things. I don't think I have to emphasize this because you picked this pile, you already knew that this is a journey about you. It's never about other people. And it is about find the Empress, boss up, know our worth, be authentic, and fearlessly show the world who we are, who we really are. All the perfection and imperfection, all the good and bad. That is a part of us. We accept who we really are, and we are not afraid. And most importantly, shine the light to the world. Share the light. Because it used to help us. When we feel all the hope is lost, when we feel alone, when we were alone to deal with all the sores on the back, we know that we are never alone. We know that we are always loved by the universe, by the divine. And we know how important having the light, feeling the light, the sense of hope. I know how important that is to us when we're in difficult time. And we know how important to share this light to other people who is in need. To some of you, that is where we get the strength from. It's from within, it's from our own experience, our own path. It's not a sacrifice. It's from a place of genuine love that we do what we do. Even though people out there might not understand us, might say all these bad things about us. People might be not appreciating us, but that's totally okay. That's totally fine. Because I do feel like some of us, we've been through worse, Not saying all of you, but I do feel like some of you. This pile is very specific, the energy that I'm channeling right now. This is definitely not for everyone. This is your pile. And if this is not your pile, go back and pick another one. But yeah, just another channeling message I want to share here. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, because I understand like there's a sense of responsibility, accountability here. You already know that you can't control other people. You cannot help everyone. And you cannot help people who do not want to be helped. I think you already know this. Like, there's a diversity of people, of energy here. And sometimes it's not vibing, and sometimes it's just different choices. Sometimes people choose to shut certain part of themselves, and sometimes people are not aware of it. That is causing a problem. And sometimes when you point out a truth, people are not happy about it. So please don't press yourself too hard for, other people's work. You don't have to do other people's work for them. All right, let's talk about the cards. So here, from the Ten of Cups, here we also have the self-worth. If you see, there's like a projection here. It's similar to the Ten of Cups, the rainbow here. This is giving me a heavy astral projection here. I do feel like you're manifesting a higher purpose here. And seeing this temperance, I feel like it's more talking about, besides the healing, the traditional meaning, which I definitely feel like you already knew. So I'm not gonna expand on those. But I do feel like this is talking about experimenting, action. And with this Ace of Swords, I do feel like there's an energy about go for it, do what it feels right to you. Same thing with the Chariot here. And if you see, like, they both hold the wand, or you can call it the medium between, the conduit between the heaven and the earth. This is talking about take action on what you have manifest. This is more about like, don't worry about the outcome. Put into action and surrender the outcome to the universe. And here is a little bit side story I will talk about later. But for the Ace of Swords, I do ask about more explanation. And here, like I said before, you have the truth in you. And it is a time to claim your power. For some of you, this is a spiritual power. You have the insight, and it's on the higher polarity, about the truth, about the light. And here, this is kind of connected to the side story here. I do feel like for some of you, this sense of like self-worthness, confidence, strength is from a past experience or multiple past experience. And from this Hanged one, I do feel like there's some other energy. I don't feel like this is your energy. I feel like this is someone or multiple people who are in the past still connected to you or wanting to connect to you. It really could be like sometimes you thought about them, or sometimes if you're doing reading, you heard about what's going on with them, whatever, and you didn't have any intention to know, but it just came to you. certain download or just the certain thoughts, that is their energy because they are heavily thinking about you and wanting to reconnect a cord with you. Yeah, like it involves some deception, heartbreak for you to find out the truth here. I do feel like the past experience sharpen your intuition. For some of you, like it's kind of like I don't want to say a class. It's just like you learn the skill to read people, to like have a really good reading on people's intention. And yeah, like this is, I don't want to say like karma, but there is some fate involved here. It really could be like the karmic imprint that we carried into our current timeline when we incarnated on earth. It could be passed down through generations in the ancestral line. It also could be what we have already signed up for when we came into the physical realm. So there is a sense of fate in here. I don't think I need to explain more. I feel like you will understand. As I said before, I think this pal has a very clear sight on the bigger picture, on the universal law here. But it's also giving me a very specific, just for some of you, like if you keep hearing them or like have thoughts about them, even like, you know, hearing them in a reading or whatever, there is a turning in the wheel here. And this is telling me these are related. Everything is fine. This is the specific to this deck. I didn't take it out. It's talking about Ten of Swords. So it is telling me that there's something happened in the past. It could be like people chose other direction or people over you, or some deception happened causing like an ending. There is a blessing here. It's kind of like dodging the bullet, and there's a energy kind of like the tables has been turned like that. I'm not gonna go too detailed on that because I don't feel like you want to look back. But this is just for if you wonder like why you see signs about the past person or having thoughts. But this is why. It's not because of you are still tied to them or there's some like cord or something. It's because of their energy, mostly about their current situation. That without you, they're not having a good time, basically. That's when they realize they lost a good one. All right, let me move on. So here I asked more about this Three of Pentacles. Three is kind of giving me like the future. It's like the expansion. And I do feel like there's a focus on the career here because we have the Pentacles and the Wands here. And we have the Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Eight of Wands, the Hermit, King of Pentacles. This is also giving me something very specific. For some of you, if your last workplace, it didn't end that well, things didn't go well for you, it could also including like backstabbing or being isolated or being kind of like bullied. This is telling you Do not take it too personally. Do not let their behavior, the past circumstance, determine who you are, because that is not truth. You are this Queen of Swords energy and this Knight of Pentacles. You don't need anybody else to do good in your life, to achieve things, to attract things, to manifest things in your life. And honestly, I think that is why people put these swords on your back, because they're not. And what else can they do? All they can do is dim your light. Instead of working on shining their light, their own light, they want to dim some other people's light. They want to do things behind other people's back. I mean, what can I say, right? What can we say about this? It's more like we learn as we grow, right? There's really nothing we can do about it, but to keep the vision, seeing things as what they are, and not be affected by other people, by the past circumstance. And I do feel like at current stage, your energy is very, very strong here. It's kind of giving me like unstoppable. This is giving me like you might have a lot of downloads at once. And for some of you, you might feel this urge inside of you to do things. Like I was saying here, I feel there's a calling. And I do feel like there is an urge to fulfill that, to answer that calling here. Here is very specific. Some of you might doing readings on YouTube, something involved with the internet. If you see here, I feel like there's a lot of cases here, but basically like it's giving me you realize your own power and your own value and worth. You don't need to depend on other people. You can do things very well on yourself. And in this way, you can stay true by yourself. It's like this King of Pentacles. King's energy is very stable. They do not change. And here is talking about the stability, the abundance, and how connected we are to the Mother Nature here. And just from the energy here, if this is related to like startup or a project, from the cards I'm seeing here, this is actually gonna get you stability. And I do feel like whatever this is, it is not traditional. It will end up kind of like unexpectedly stable, get you to stability here. That's interesting. Yeah, I do feel like you might be my colleague. Let me know. Well, sometimes I do feel like it is a little kind of isolated because a lot of things that I do is just myself and recording in front of a computer. It would be nice if I have the chance to talk to my colleagues here, quote unquote colleagues. All right, let's see. Here we have relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher goods. I do feel like there's a sense of discernment here. And I don't feel like there's a need for me to explain like how frequency is important, how we involve with our environment, people. I think you already know that. And I do feel like due to this experience, you're more you have more discernment in relationships, in people, what energy you let in. There's definitely a discernment here. And it's really for the greatest of the good. I'm not going to explain more about that because I feel like you already know that. And here we have despondence. This looks like Empress. And this is more tied to the self-worth, the temperance. Let me just read the guidebook. By taking action, I found the road out. The legend. Iris is depressed and unable to look after herself or her home. She cries out to the great spirits for help. Mother Earth appears and suggests Iris shower, eat a good meal, and clean up her house. She does, but still feels despondent. Suddenly, a hurricane hits, and Iris springs into action to rescue her neighbor's children. In the urgency, Iris finds the way out of depression by taking action. Like what we were saying before, it's time to execute your plan. It's time to act on your manifestation. And I do feel like, as I was saying before, the astral projection, I do feel like you have made yourself very clear of what you want, what you need to the universe. I do feel like you're heard and it is time to act. All right, let's continue. Inspiration. Iris teaches us that the only route out of stagnation is motion. If we do nothing, we must accept the consequences. Personal inquiry. In which part of my life am I feeling immobilized? I know what I need to do. Am I willing to trust myself? Yeah, there's a need to acknowledge the fear and replace it with the insight. And we have the courage here. There's a meditation we can do. I'm going to end this reading by this meditation. Imagine an expansive countryside with nothing to block the view. The wind blows and without warning carries you to a place of sadness. Ask the great spirits to reveal the action you must take. You will either intuitively know what to do, or it will soon be revealed to you. Open your eyes and see that all is calm. Be grateful. All right, Pal 6, this is your reading. Beautiful energy. If you like this video, please give it a thumb up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribe. Thank you for letting me be your reader. I'm looking forward to see you in my future videos. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you strength. I will see you soon. Bye.